He might not pick up.
Hey, Kylie. How's it going?
Hey, Chris. I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad, thank you.
So listen, I've got a bit of a favor to ask. Now, I know that you have the Yamaha. You have the Revstar, don't you?
I do, yes.
Well,
It's
so
sat right in front of me.
perfect. So is mine. So basically, just before Christmas, I got a gorgeous Revstar. I got the RS702B1, and I got it out the case, started to tune it, and I broke the E string.
And now need to restring a Bigsby.
Yeah, and basically, I've been sitting here for like the last hour trying to figure it out, and I just can't do it. And I was wondering if you could help me.
Sounds good. How long have you got?
Don't tell me I need another hour. Right, Chris. Well, thank you so much for coming on to do this. I've been trying for the last hour to try and string this, and I just can't do it. I just had to give in the end.
It's an experience, restringing a Bigsby. My first kind of, slightly naively, I did a tour of Spain going back probably about 3-4 years ago now, and slightly naively I took 2 guitars with me for the entire tour. One was a Telecaster and one was this one, which is a great sounding guitar, lovely to play, sounds great, but not thinking that I was going to have to restring this every day. And it was one of those tours that whoever organised it clearly didn't own a map, because we kind of bounced around Spain at all kind of angles. So I was restringing this every day in the back of a van, having gone from never really having restrung a Bigsby before in my life. So Spanish roads.
You're now the king of it. You're the best person to ask.
Well, I did it for about 14 nights in a row anyway in the back of a van. So if you can do it on Spanish roads whilst bouncing around, yeah, I can probably hopefully guide you through it now at the very least. So,
so the big question is: so I've got 2 early ball strings, super slinky, regular slinky. A 9 and a 10. I was Googling and having a look. Some suggest 10 for a beginner. Some were saying 9. What do you reckon?
Good question. I would hazard a guess that you've probably got as stock on there, probably got 10s on there maybe, but to be honest, it's kind of much of a muchness to a certain point anyway. Generally speaking, for quote-unquote beginners, thinner strings are better just because they're slightly easier under your finger and they're not going to be ripping your fingers to shreds. The state of mine at the minute are absolutely horrific. This is a year near enough of not gigging, but still trying to do the same amount of guitar playing, just ripping my fingers to shreds.
Okay, let's go in. Oh my god, then what is all this stuff then on here? They're all got different
numbers. You want the kind of lowest number, so it'll probably be 09 if you're in the super slinkies.
Yeah, well done. You've done this before, Chris.
I know, once or twice. So what you want to do... This is fun. This is going to be interesting, trying to talk to someone on Zoom. Right. Take the ball end.
Yes.
And you want to push that down over the top of the bridge, i.e. this bit here, and under the next metal bar. So you've got kind of 2 metal bars.
So I guess I can follow the other strings, can't I?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Luckily, if they are all there, do what they do.
I'm going to actually put my glasses on because I'm scared about getting pinged in the eye.
I think Einstein only started working on a theory of relativity once he failed to restring a Bigsby, so...
Okay, so it goes under.
And then you want to wrap it over the other one, and it loops back on itself. So can you see a little post sticking out of the bottom kind of bar?
Yeah, I mean, I can't even get it through the eyes bit.
Yeah, exactly. It's fun. It's
an
imperfectly perfect design.
Okay, I'm on. I'm off.
You're off. Here we go. Here's the fun.
I thought it was going to be easy, silly me. Oh, you bitch.
Off again. So you can imagine me trying to do this in the back of a van now, every night for a fortnight. Can you see these things here? The turn. Sorry, I should have said this before we started.
What happened?
Yes, you have. So
yes,
the one you're trying to restring, you want to loosen that thumb wheel. If you've never snapped yourself with a string, you will not know pain like it. It's horrific.
I just did on my finger when I was trying to get it out earlier. Oh yes, I'm in, baby. I'm in.
Awesome. Keep that tension on it.
right now. Oh my God, Chris is moving. This is glorious. Okay, it's moving maybe too far in the other direction. What is that? It's not on the fret. The fretboard. It's underneath the fretboard.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, was it stuck at...
Like here, it's down there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right, okay, yeah. Yeah, amazingly, you had it perfectly in pitch the first time you did it. Go back down.
No way. Okay. What do I do with the end here then?
You can snip that bit off as close to the tuning peg as you can physically get, because otherwise you will catch your finger on it.
Is that it? Have I done it?
I think you might have.
You are amazing.
Well, I don't know about that.
Look
It's,
how gorgeous this looks, though.
Cool looking guitar. What colour is it? Is it green or black?
Black.
Awesome. It looks really nice.
But yeah, I think it does come in a kind of racing car green as well, doesn't it, or something?
Yeah, I've got I can't remember what they call it, Bowden green, I think. I've got one knocking around somewhere. But yeah, I was badgering them for a while to do one in kind of like a piano black.
Well, there you go. That's the one.
See, this is the thing with Bigsby's, is they look amazing. Like, that looks infinitely cooler than a guitar without a Bigsby.
Yeah.
So I'm always kind of wanting to get a Bigsby, but as you will find out now you have one that's fully strung, if you look at it slightly strangely, it'll go out of tune. If you don't look at it slightly strangely, it'll go out of tune. They're not known for stability, should we say, to say the least, but they look cool, which is half the battle, isn't it? It's just like that one looking over your shoulder is very close in kind of terms of spec anyway to what I use normally, which is this one, which is my gold top one.
Okay, nice. So these are signature ones for you, aren't they?
Yeah, well,
you customize them.
For the sake of argument, we'll call it a custom shop one at the minute, but at some point, hopefully this year, it will actually be a kind of a signature Chris Buck one, which everyone's kind of pestering me to know when that's going to be, but I don't think anyone's quite anticipated the apocalypse, kind of slowing everything up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but this is a custom one, which hopefully will be available to Joe Public very soon. But in terms of spec, that one you've got over your shoulder there, which is the 602, I do believe.
I think it might actually be the what is it? The RFP20, I think.
That's the one, yeah. I should know my numbers. So you've got a wrap over tailpiece on that one, which is pretty much identical to what I've got on this. Yeah. Which is infinitely less featured. You can't kind of go up and down in pitch on it, but they're just as steady as a rock, and they don't go out of tune ever, pretty much. So
really, yeah, this is with the humbucker, so this is more like a kind of Les Paul type thing.
Yeah, pretty much. And they're great guitars.
The other one that I've got there with the Bigsby has the P90 pickups on it.
Yeah, P90s are what I've got in here. I think they are probably my favourite pickup of all time. I think the P90. This kind
really? Why? Why do you like them so much?
There's just nothing you can't do on one. I mean, humbuckers sound great, and like you said, that one you've got there is probably closer to a Les Paul in terms of spec, but I just think P90s, they're kind of characterised as that like halfway house between a Strat and a Les Paul, which is slightly cliched, I guess, but cliches generally exist for a reason. It's just a really versatile sounding pickup. You know, there's a lot of guys like Leslie West from Mountain, or those kind of guys who got away with single pickup, single P90 guitars for years, and you would never ever for a second think that they were kind of vaguely limited in what sounds they had available. So it's just a really kind of cool, versatile pickup, I think. So yeah, P90 I'm a big fan of. So I think this will, when the signature one comes out, it will be P90s. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean that now I've got my string on that. I've never played a P90, so I'm excited to see what it sounds like. So.
They're cool. They're kind of not as, use the word girthy, I guess, probably for lack of any other better word, as a normal humbucker, but they're a lot fatter than kind of what you would get in a Strat. So they're kind of that halfway house. So yeah, enjoy.
I can't wait, and thank you so much.
Right.
It was good to see you again.
Absolutely. It's been a good while. I was in warmer climes last time. I was in France. But thanks to everything happening, I'm stuck in South Wales for the time being. So
okay, a little bit different, but I guess it's all pretty much the same now, wherever we are, isn't it?
Well, I think we technically went into lockdown a little bit sooner than you guys, for the sake of a couple of weeks. But I've just given up hope on ever leaving the house again, to be honest. So bumbling around in my pants and my socks for most of the time. So it's nice to have a reason to get dolled up and at least dress from the waist up anyway. So.
I totally agree with you. That's exactly, I love doing this show because I literally, all I have to think about is a top.
Yeah.
That bottoms, it's fine.
until you have to go clambering over the amp at the back and you remember
I did have socks on, which I just took off because I was thinking they might be in shot. That's a bit embarrassing.
At least they were matching anyway.
No, yeah, that's true. Oh my God, right, Chris, thank you. And I shall speak to you soon.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.